What is up, responsible day traders? Today is Tuesday, February 1st, 2022. Happy birthday, Mom. I'm Lindsay Duff, and this is Responsible Day Trading. Today was an interesting day. I thought I was recording in the morning and I had a doctor's appointment, but I was not recording and my doctor's appointment got canceled. So I left and took care of an errand and came back and started trading again. So when I left for the day, things were okay. I did get in a little early for a short trade, came back, stopped me out, and then it put me back in with as soon as I hit the close button. And that's happened to me a couple times. So I'm going to connect with NinjaTrader and see what we can do to avoid that happening, because that seems to be an issue, because that's no fun. I lost 2 points for no good reason at all, but that's okay. It doesn't, the world's not perfect. And so I'm okay with it. Closed it out. It only got 2 ticks per contract, and I'm using 4 contracts right now because I really didn't want to, or I haven't been using 8 contracts with this kind of market. It's really crazy and the bars are really long, and I don't feel any reason to put myself at extra risk whenever it's a little bit of a struggle to catch the right trade right now. So I figured I'll just stick with those 4 contracts until I'm ready to roll again, or until the market starts doing some other stuff and starts kind of smoothing out, I guess you could say. But yeah, so I ended up today 29 points, 1,450. That's awesome. No complaints there. It is February 1st. Like I said, it's my mom's birthday. Mine's in a week. And because mine is in a week, we wanted to do something a little special with responsible day trading. I don't know if you know much about the vault, but the vault is the extended video of what you see here on the YouTube channel. And it's the full video of everything that happens from A to Z. And all my vault members who are watching this right now, hi. So what happens with that is you're going to hear every little aspect of why I chose to take a trade, why I'm waiting on some, because I see plenty of opportunities that I don't take. And the reason I don't take them is A, either they have a higher probability of not working out, B, I'm not paying attention, which happens to be part of the reason sometimes, or C, it just gives me way too much risk on the trade whenever I finally feel comfortable taking it. So whenever I finally see the move start to happen and I get prepared to take it, by that time, it's already 2 points or so in that direction, which makes my risk have a very small probability of being in the right place. So if I'm 2 points into that move already and my risk starts at 2 points, then I'm allowing it to open up just by 2 more ticks. And it's just too high of a risk. There's no point in it. And it's stressful and it sucks, and I'm not going to do it. So you can learn more about how those work if you decide to be a part of the vault, because we do talk through everything we see happening. Right now, we have a 45% discount on that. You can use the code BDAY45 in order to take advantage of our current discount on the vault. Speaking of discounts, hey, we've got one at UProfit Trader as well. We're doing 40% off this month with the code UPRO40. And I'll have these codes up top. You'll be able to see them up there and use them. We're having that through the month of February. I mean, 45th birthday, 40% off. That's all right. We also have Valentine's coming up. So we want to let you know that we love you, and we put that 40% discount in. Don't forget, guys, that we have tax time coming up also. So make sure you're getting with Jay at Responsible Day Trading Tax Pros, so you can get your trading set up as a business, and you can make sure that you get all of the tax breaks that you deserve, like, making sure your office supplies, anything you've got going on in your office, your internet, your electricity, your home office furniture, all those kind of things can be written off, even your education and your subscriptions to something like the vault or something like UProfit Trader can get written off if you set up your day trading as a business. So make sure you're making smart moves for 2022 and that you are setting yourself up properly for success. All right, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up. I hope that everybody has a wonderful week. And as always, enjoy the show. I swear to y'all, I am not the sharpest tool in the shed. I really thought that I was recording earlier. I took one trade. Oh, not that early. Let's see. Right there, a little short. It was a real big struggle between here. And we were seeing reversal bars to go up, but also seeing reversal bars to come down. And it gave a little pullback with divergence or retracement divergence here. And I cannot recall what was happening on this. What was it? Chart. There we go. Had a nice little rollover. Could have gotten out of that one just a little faster. I just didn't, and that's okay. So let me go back to the beginning and let's talk a little bit about the daily chart. And guys, I don't know if you noticed, but I did some work for you here to make sure that you could see. Oh, and you can see my recording information over here. But I just wanted you to be able to see the charts a little bit better, right? I mean, I know the dots are small for you. I mean, my face is right in them, so they're not so small for me. All right, what I did discuss already this morning that we'll come back to again, is I was really looking and anticipating this to pull back down. And the reason being is we've had such a strong movement in the price, but not really much happening in the MACDs. It's taking a while for them to roll over, for them to come up, and it's going to take a lot of work for them to cross this top Bollinger Band. Can it do the work? Absolutely. We've seen it back here. This did turn in a little bit faster than we saw here, but we do have those really white BBs, and those really white BBs on this particular chart have some strength behind it. So we do have the EMAs still open. It might be a little hard to see this orange line. And let me see if I can just highlight it for you. We do still have the EMAs open as we've got the lower EMA, and you can see the numbers over here on the side. We've got the lower EMA at a number that I can't see right now, 44.84. We've got the higher one at 45.76. That gives a lot of playroom between those. So, you know, just being cautious, paying attention, know what to look for, all that jazz makes a huge difference in everybody's trading lives. Okay. All right. So let's go to the next chart, which is going to be our 28,657. Now for the 28,657, man, it's tried to show more up. It showed a roll at the 0 line. We gave a little pullback right here, which is what happened in here. But if we're looking at these MACDs, we're reaching that top Bollinger Band and have the potential to roll off of it. This has been a very weak move towards that top Bollinger Band, and it's just kind of crawling up. Now, I know we have these areas that we've been between for days, right? And it is the large EMA on the daily chart and that area that held for quite some time a while ago that we finally broke back. We finally pulled back down to. My words are not coming out right today. I'm sorry. So do I consider this a break of the area to the upside? No, I really don't. We're still pretty much at the area of that EMA, and we can just kind of come back over here and look that we're at the area of that larger EMA here. And we haven't really broken through. And now you can see this box is not an exact. Kind of just draw it in the area of it. So we're still in that area of the EMA, and it's, you know, it's slowing down. It seems to be struggling just a little bit to get through it. Can it? Absolutely. Am I anticipating it to right this moment? Probably not. With the weak movement up towards the top Bollinger Band, I would actually expect it to pull back in again and maybe back towards this area right in here of the small EMA on the 28,657, right? Let's see what's happening on our current charts. The 10,946, we've pulled back up and we're just sitting at this area so weak to the up or the downside. Look at that big drop that just happened right there. I think it's going to be hard to break through this area. And I might even give us a little bit of a area of resistance to kind of keep in line right up here as we pulled up to this area several times and haven't quite been able to break through just yet. You can see we pulled up to it here and here and here, and I can even pull this down just a little bit so we can encompass all of these areas and see how we just reach to that area and boom, we can see what's happening. It's coming right off. So it's a little hard sometimes to stay in the right mindset because you see it pulling down and you're like, oh yeah, it's going to the downside. And then you're like, wait a second, we've got EMAs opening up to the upside. So we're kind of stuck between that rock and a hard place at the moment. We do have MACDs outside of the Bollinger Bands. The real skill in these type of things is waiting towards this, as this gets towards the end of its bar, as it gets closer and closer to the close, to say, what do we expect to happen here, right? I'm gonna give it one shot. Oh, I think it may have been a little too early. Close, Lindsay. Oh. Oh, what the world? What the world? What in the world? What did that do? Well, that took me down from... Let me see that. All right, I'm not going to try and force anything because of that. I do want to look at my trade performance because of that. Yeah, it put me in long. Okay, not a big fan of that. That's not the one I want to look at right now. I'll look at the 28,657. I really do believe this is going down. I want to give it the extra 2 ticks, but I'm not going to. Ooh, this looks like we're going to get a good drop. Yeah, I'm going to pull this one way down. Didn't follow through here. Get ready if you need to, Lens. There we go. Okay. Get a nice strong pullback. And I think we might call it a day. It's a little frustrating, but you know, it's honestly not the end of the world. 2 points. What's that gonna hurt, right? So right now we're at 29 points, which if we look at currency, that is 1,450. You know, I think I'm actually really good. One of the things I do like about my trading today is the time it took to make the profits that I made. The first trade we were in from 9:29 to 9:30. Actually under a minute. Next trade, I was in and out in under a minute. Same with this one. That was 2 seconds. Or, yeah, 2 seconds. And then we got in at 31.58, out at 34.12. 21, so under 5 minutes. So technically being in the market for 7 minutes with $1,400. I'm down with that. We'll go ahead and mark these up. I'm gonna mark the close that happened there, but I'm gonna contact them also and see if there's anything that I need to be aware of or something I need to do or whatever it may be. We're going to pull this over here for a moment. We may need to move it later if this decides to come back up. But that's that. Well, that's going to wrap it up for the day. I wish I got a little bit better at my editing because apparently I forgot to even turn on the camera here, but I really thought I was recording at this point, but apparently I wasn't. So I'm going to contact NinjaTrader and see what happened with that position that it put me back in and see if maybe there's a way I can avoid that in the future. And I want to know what I need to do to avoid that. Then that's about it. Guys, we have a 45% off of the vault this month for my 45th birthday. So check that out. You can use the code BDAY45. And we've also got 40% off of UProfit Trader. UPro40 is the discount on that. You can get 40% off your accounts for UProfit Trader. So that's gonna wrap it up, folks. I hope that everybody has a wonderful week. You might see me back here Friday. Oh no, my doctor's appointment got moved to Thursday. You might see me back here Thursday. So hope everybody has a wonderful week. And as always, you know that I look forward to catching you on the profitable side.